Next, we will briefly discuss travel reimbursement and logistics for council members when attending council meetings, state leadership conference, and the public forum. All council meetings and public forum allow for virtual attendance. When council members choose to attend an in-person council meeting or event, such as public forum or leadership conference or a meeting, Wisconsin DPI provides meals and reimburses for lodging. For meals and lodging, it is important to fill out surveys sent by Wisconsin DPI indicating meal choices and specific needs. Make sure to inform DPI if you are seeking reimbursement in advance to ensure the expenses you wish to be reimbursed can be covered by Wisconsin DPI. Wisconsin DPI will also provide all council members with a pocket travel guide outlining the expense allowances from the state of Wisconsin. A W-9 tax form is also required so that DPI can reimburse council members, and office staff from DPI will assist council members in receiving your reimbursement.
To complete our orientation series, we wanted to share some key council resources that we encourage all council members to review throughout their terms on council. These resources will help council members serve in their role of providing input to the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, as well as share out information with their stakeholders for their roles on council.
The following resources are highly recommended for council members to become familiar with. The first link is a link to the Wisconsin State Superintendent's Council on Special Education website. On this page, you can also see links to meetings, agendas and minutes, learn more about the membership of council, and information about the public forum. The next link goes to IDA state advisory panels and state interagency coordinating councils. This is a federal web page through IDA that provides information about webinars, newsletters, and workgroup resources for state advisory councils throughout the country. You can learn about Part C, which are Birth to 3 council supports and resources, as well as Part B, which are students 3 through 21, which are most relevant to this Council on Special Education. The next link goes to the Wisconsin State Performance Plan indicators that we discussed in other parts of this orientation. Here you can see all 17 of the indicators that DPI reports to the Office of Special Ed Programs and U.S. Department of Education. You can click on each of these indicators for more information. There's also a link to Wisconsin's annual performance reports for past years, so you can see how Wisconsin has done over the past on those indicators. The next link goes to Wisconsin DPI's Bulletin Index. This is legal guidance on state and federal special education requirements on a variety of topics, including such topics as special education evaluations, legal requirements for accessible educational materials, supportive decision-making agreements, providing free and appropriate public education, transportation, open enrollment, shortened school day, manifestation determination, and many more topics. The next link goes to DPI's Dispute Resolution Options webpage that outlines the main dispute options when families and educators disagree with decisions of the IEP or the special education services. These include mediation, filing an IDA state complaint, and a due process hearing. You can click on each of those links to learn more about each of those dispute resolution options. There's also a link to our state complaints webpage. You can learn about filing a state complaint. There's also a link over here to the past decisions, and you can type in this box any keywords for any topics that will search all complaint decisions if there's a specific topic that you're interested in finding out more in how a state complaint might have played out. There's also a link to the due process hearings to learn more about that process, as well as links on the side to previous decisions.
For parents and family members serving on council, as well as other members seeking to better engage parents and families as partners in the education of students with disabilities, there are a number of resources available. Serving on Groups That Make Decisions, A Guide for Families, is a resource developed by Wisconsin's Parent Training and Information Center, Wisconsin Facets, that may assist new council members in serving on decision-making groups. Leading by Convening. It is a blueprint for authentic family engagement. It was developed through funding by the IDEA Partnerships, U.S. Department of Education, Office of Special Education Programs. Wisconsin Facets expanded this national work to provide additional modules and resources specific to supporting stakeholder input in education. Both serving on groups and leading by convening resources are available through the same webpage from the Wisconsin Facets website. There are also additional family engagement resources on this slide.
There are also other resources that might be useful to council members. Wisconsin DPI has a special education team main page, and we keep a archive weekly newsletter of all those division emails that get sent out to council members that is searchable by topic. We also have a special education team staff listing and a special education district leadership directory that outlines all of the contact information for each special education director in the state. There's also a special education laws, procedures, and bulletin page with a lot of useful information.
Wisconsin DPI also provides a wide variety of free and low cost supports to schools, districts, and families throughout Wisconsin. The DPI Supports for Educating Students with IEPs webpage provides information on the Special Education Team's main Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, discretionary grant projects that provide supports for a wide variety of student and family needs across age and grade levels. The DPI Special Education Team Professional Learning Events webpage provides additional upcoming learning opportunities as well as archived recordings and links to other DPI web pages with recorded professional learning content. This page also provides updates on new resources and guidance developed by the special education team.
If you are new to special education, want to brush up, or want to share introductory resources with parents, family members, community stakeholders, and educators, you can find a lot of other great resources, including the document Introduction to Special Education and Playing Language, information about the Wisconsin Special Education Mediation System, an A to Z index of special education acronyms and topics, as well as a website dedicated to information and resources about our. There is also a web page dedicated to Wisconsin's framework for developing IEPs called College and Career Ready IEPs, DPI Sample IEP Forms Guidance, a web page dedicated to Wisconsin's framework for comprehensive special education evaluations, and a WiseDash public portal where anyone in the public can look up data and information about students in Wisconsin. If you have questions about council, feel free to reach out to any of our special education staff. Thank you for viewing this council onboarding video series.